Good morning to everybody. Now today I'll continue from the chapter Population Dynamics. Last time I taught you about the overpopulation. Now today I'll teach you about the underpopulation. Now we start with the meaning of underpopulation. Underpopulation exists when the population of a country is too small and therefore the people are unable to fully utilize the available resources of the country. Now, underpopulated areas in the world. Underpopulated areas in the world are found in regions of low technical development such as Equatorial Congo, Amazon River Basin, or the rich prairie region of North America. The least densely populated nations, territories, and islands are Mongolia, Namibia, French Guiana, Australia, and Iceland. Now, the causes of the population. Now, under causes of population, first point is fertility rate. The fertility rate in many developed and developing countries has dropped to about 2 children per woman due to factors like literacy, economic development, or urbanization. Urbanization means increasing the cost or standard of living, making the idea of having big families impractical. Second point, emigration. Emigration is the movement of individuals from one country to another with the intention of permanently. There are many factors for this type of movement. They can be divided into push and pull factors. Now, first we will do push factors. Push factors are lack of employment, oppressive political conditions. Oppressive means unfair, which is harsh, poor economic, etc. Pull factors are favorable characteristics of the country like better employment, opportunities, political freedom, economic stability, etc. Now the third point is disease. Disease and illness have always caused a decrease in the population. The emergence of new diseases. Emergence means the process of coming into existence, like HIV, AIDS, has decreased the population globally. Fourth, famine. Famine means shortage of food. Famine is the scarcity of food caused due to factors like crop failure. Now the second point is problems of population. First point, uneven distribution of population. Average population densities for underpopulated countries are low, and in many areas there are practically no people at all. First point, remoteness. It is difficult to increase settlement in sparsely populated areas because people are unwilling to forego. Forego means grow out something that you want. The amenities, facilities of the town. Second point, underutilization of resources. Lack of population makes it difficult for a country to develop its resources to the full. Fourth point, slow growth of industry. The growth of industry is often slow in underpopulated countries because there is a shortage of labor, especially skilled labor. Fifth point, climatic problems. Many underpopulated countries have unfavorable climatic or relief conditions which make settlement difficult or dangerous for immigrants. Now, the impact of underpopulation. First point, unstable economy. Underpopulation leads to a decrease in demand for goods and services. This would cause inflation, that is, a fall in general price level of goods and services. Second point, labor shortage. Underpopulation would create labor shortage which would have both positive as well as negative impact. Effect. Third point, decrease in pollution. As the pressure on natural resources and the basic infrastructure of an area would decrease, the pollution level would also decrease. This is the positive impact of underpopulation. Now, in conclusion, we can say that both population and underpopulation are not good for the country. Thus, a better solution is the optimum growth population. When the country is making the best use of its resources so that its population can enjoy a high standard of living and a good quality of life. Now, factors affecting population. Man is the only animal who has adapted to every climatic conditions and environment on earth. There are very few places on earth which is untouched by man. There are certain physical and cultural factors that affect distribution of population on the earth's surface. The physical environment plays a vital role in determining the distribution of population. Now, the first point is climate. Climate influences agriculture, human efficiency, natural vegetation, and even industrial development. Temperate regions with moderate climate are more favored for human settlement and development. Second, topography. Topography or landforms. Topography means natural feature of the earth's surface. The distribution of different landforms on the earth's surface also influences population distribution. Mountainous areas with rugged topography and less scope for economic activities have low population. For example, the Himalayan region, northeastern hilly regions of India, Rockies of North America plains have been since the time of ancient civilization the most favorable place for human settlement. For example, the Ganga Valley, the Mississippi Delta, and the Nile Delta. Third point, soil. In developing countries, agriculture is the main occupation as agriculture is dependent on soil. Regions with fertile soils are more densely populated than regions with unproductive soil. For example, river valleys with alluvial soil favor intensive cultivation of rice. Fourth point, water. Human beings cannot live without water. Every activity of man, be it domestic, needs agriculture or industrial production, and it requires adequate water supply. Therefore, UP and West Bengal in the Ganga Brahmaputra basin, Punjab, Haryana are densely populated regions of India. Fifth point, availability of resources. Minerals and power resources pave the way for industrial development. They attract a large number of people by providing job opportunities. Sixth point, size of the country. The density of population is determined by the size of the country. A country with a large land area may not be overpopulated even if the population increases. Seventh point, socio-economic factors. Economic factors like agriculture and industrial progress also influence population distribution. Areas which have facilities for economic activities are thickly populated. For example, Mumbai and Kolkata. Eighth and the last point, geographical location. A country having a favorable geographical location, accessible, able to use from other parts of the world, becomes an important trade center. Population flocks to these regions for work opportunities.